Hello and welcome back to another episode of Overkill Trading. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Friday, January 17th. We are clocking in here with the watch list for next week. The stock market is actually closed on Monday for Martin Luther King Day, so the stock market will be closed, but crypto is always open. In today's video, we're going to be going over our watch list. We're going to be taking a look at all these names and looking for setups. All of these names were on our list from last week, so we're going to see how they developed throughout this week and how we capitalize. You can see starting here at the top, DJT. This is Trump coin on Solana. This was rumored to have been created by Barron Trump, who is the son of Donald Trump. This was way back here though, at like 4 cents, and then it absolutely got rugged all the way to the bottom. And I just went ahead and put like $2,000 into it, and that bought me around 7 million coins. I actually had bought it back here at around a penny, and then it got rugged. A lot of people probably sold during this time, but I just held mine. I mean, they were worth like $200 or $300 down here, so I just simply added more coins. I do think there's a catalyst for him becoming president, Trump becoming president. Obviously, it's called Trump coin. If this thing ever got listed on Coinbase or anything like that, or Barron Trump actually turned out to be the creator of this project, I'd imagine it would be a lot higher than 0.00007. So again, it's a meme coin, guys. This is not financial advice. Again, look at the disclaimer over here. I will never, ever, ever ask you guys for money or send you a friend request. I just go off of looking at charts and what they are telling me, and DJT was in a good place, obviously all the way down here from 4 cents to be looking at entering, again, a meme coin. I don't trade a lot of meme coins, but that one I thought was very, very interesting. And then we got Comp here coming up next. We bought this one at around $80 off of this green dot down here on Saturday. I think the price was anywhere from 78 to 80 when we bought it. It's now sitting at 90 and looking like it's just now breaking out over the golden zone. If you guys do not know what the golden zone is on my chart, it is that gold area right here. Okay, it's part of the trading indicator. This is where we like to accumulate our assets because we are looking to buy at a fair price, right? We want to buy when we are inside this golden zone and we're getting green dots down here on the trading indicator. That is our strategy. Let me go over that really quick before we get into these charts and into the watch list more. But on this channel, guys, we are focused on a monthly and a daily chart. Okay, we are not day traders. Our buys are for anywhere from 1 to 6 months. Okay, you got to be willing to hold for 1 to 6 months if you guys want to use this strategy. We are swing traders. We are not day traders. We are not in here on the 5-minute, the 15-minute. Okay, we're not in here on the minute chart trying to buy, sell, right? Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Personally, I just don't like sitting in front of my computer all day. I just got back from picking up some garbage for the city. I volunteer over here, and I like to free up my time, guys. I don't like to be in front of my computer all day, and that's why we use this strategy. It's more of a swing trading strategy, and we don't have to sit here for 8 hours a day, and we can just time our entries and exits based on the monthly and the daily chart. Okay, we'll get more into that here in just a second. For those of you that are new, we enter and exit positions using our trading indicator. When I talk about my trading indicator, I'm talking about the golden zone here, and I'm talking about everything you see down here on the chart. Okay, we have the red and green dots. You can see that. Those are our entry and exit signals. So we buy on the green dots and we sell on the red dots. We'll just pull up a chart of Bitcoin here. So with the dots, the first thing that we're looking for is we have to start on the monthly chart. Okay, we have to start on the monthly chart. That is the most important chart. Okay, because the bigger the chart that you're looking at, the more accurate the signals. You can see Bitcoin gave us the signal back here in 2023 at around $18,000. Okay, Bitcoin's now at over 104,000. You're almost up 800 to 900% if you guys bought back here in 2023 and are still holding. Okay, we had another signal right here in October. That was October 1st, 2023. You guys can see the dates down there on the bottom of my screen. That one came at around 25. And the most recent one for Bitcoin came right there in November at around 65,000. That was just a couple of months ago. So the first thing we are looking for in the trading rules, guys, is that monthly green dot. Okay, our assets that we are trading, that we are looking to buy and take positions on, they have to be green on the monthly. Okay, we don't want to buy Bitcoin during this time when the dot is red here on the monthly. Okay, that's at 55,000, 55, 60,000. Okay, we don't want to buy when we're going down. We want to buy when we're going up on a monthly chart, okay, as swing traders, because when we're green, the price is going up. When we are red, the price is going down. As traders, we want to trade with the trend. Therefore, we determine the trend direction based on these red and green dots from the trading indicator. And if you guys do not have the trading indicator, you guys can come over here to this tab underneath the trading indicator over here in the Discord. Click on this link and everything will load directly into your TradingView account. Your screen will look exactly like my screen. You will have the red and green dots, the golden zone that we're going to talk about here today as well. All the tools that we are going to use and analyze today, you guys will have those once you come over here and click on the trading indicator and download it there. So back to the rules. Okay, so very, very important. Monthly chart needs to have a green dot. And then rule number 5 is that we only buy on days with a green dot in or around the golden zone. Okay, so once you get the monthly chart green, right, what we want to do, right, Bitcoin is green on the monthly, so what we want to do is we want to zoom into the daily now. Okay, so when you think of these charts, right, each one of these bars is 1 month's worth of price action. Okay, and the reason the monthly dots are more accurate than all the other charts, than the 1 minute chart, look how many dots are coming here. Look how many decisions you have to make. Okay, if you're looking at a monthly chart, you have way, way more data. Therefore, that is why it is more accurate, simply because there is more data. So each one of these bars is 1 month's worth of price action. Okay, once you get the green dot on the monthly, we want to zoom into the daily chart. And then on the daily chart, we are looking to buy the green dots the day of, right? The green, you can see you got one there on January 2nd on Bitcoin. You got one there at on January 14th on Bitcoin. That one came at 93. This one came at 93. Okay, these ones we don't really want to touch, right? These ones up here, we want to buy when the blue wave is down here and we're close to this golden zone. You can see these were great entries on Bitcoin back at 50K. This was a great entry back at 50K. That golden zone is our place where we are looking to buy. So like if someone were to ask me, would I buy Bitcoin right now? No, because we're sitting off of the golden zone. Okay, when we get off of that golden zone, we get extended like this, that just means we are very overpriced. Okay, we're sitting at a 19% premium. We want to buy things around the average, around the mean, okay? If you guys come over here to our cheat sheet, you can see right here, okay, this mean line right here, that dotted line, you can see we want to buy in or around that range of the mean. We don't want to buy very extended off of the mean because that's when there's going to be a sell-off, right? There's going to be despair eventually because price always retracts into the golden zone, right? It always comes back down. If you guys don't know or understand what the golden zone is, it is a Fibonacci retracement tool. I have a free trading course over here. I recommend you guys watch this video right here on the golden zone and also this video right here. This is not my video, but this guy explains the Fibonacci tool and why it's important very, very well, better than anyone on YouTube in my opinion. Those two videos are a great start to understand what the Fibonacci is. Again, it is a Fibonacci retracement tool. And what we want to do is, again, we want to buy in or around it. Because if you come over here to the cheat sheet, again, we don't want to buy when we get very, very extended off of it. Right now, Bitcoin, we just measured that out, is sitting 20% off of it. Okay, if you take this tool over here, if you guys use this long position tool and you click up there and drag it down, you can see 17% off of the golden zone. So that's like going to the store and buying your groceries at a 17% premium or your gas at a 17% premium. Okay, we want to buy at the average price. The only way we know we're getting a fair price or a good price is that if we are in the average, right? We're around the mean, and we have that green dot that's pointing up. So we've had a massive opportunity to buy some of these names like Chainlink. You can see we were buying down there at $19, $20. Okay, this one came right here at 21, and it's up at 25 right now. HNT, same thing, at or around the golden zone. Okay, at or around the golden zone. HNT looks really, really good. That one got the green dot there yesterday. So again, we're looking, we don't want to buy up here off the golden zone, right? Because that's when the pullback's coming. Okay, 30% premium off the golden zone. What do? We pulled back 60%. This is where we want to be selling. When price extends up off the golden zone, guys, that's when we want to be looking to take profits, okay? And I entered HNT yesterday with a stop loss at the bottom of that red candle right there. I got it right there at about 450 on the stop loss for HNT, but I entered that one yesterday. I also took another position today on Boeing. So I'm moving that up to my holdings list. So all these names, the names I'm holding, get DJT up 84% today. Absolutely insane. But this is the strategy, guys. We're buying in this golden zone as long as the monthly dot is green. I have a pretty good equation written out here for you guys to understand it more. You can see right here, buying strategy, monthly green dot plus daily green dot in or around the golden zone equals buy. And when we buy, we don't go all in, right? We're not going all in on this dot. We're adding in increments of 5 to 10% of our portfolio. I talk about this all the time because, guys, position sizing is very, very important. So if you have a $10,000 portfolio, whatever it might be, right? Everybody's different here. Okay, everybody has a different portfolio, but you can calculate what 5 to 10% of your portfolio is simply by putting in the amount that you have. So again, this is just an example. If you have a $10,000 portfolio, okay, multiply it times 0.05 and you get 5%. Okay, 0.05. If you times something by 0.05, that's like that's getting 5% of whatever the number is. So 500 is 5% of 10,000. So we would buy $500 here, $500 here, $500 here, $500 here. Sometimes it only happens twice, right? 1, 2, rip. Sometimes we go sideways for a little bit longer. Okay, the sideways action is actually not a bad thing. This is consolidation. So if you're adding in those 5 to 10%, again, and 10% would be 10,000 times 0.1. 0.1 is 10%. Okay, $1,000. So 500 here, 1,000 here, 500 here, 1,000 here. You kind of have to come up with your own strategy, but this is the base template, right? We don't want to go all in on the first daily dot we see. We want to average into the position. 5% here, 5% here, 5% here. Okay, 10% here. You have to make the call ultimately, but just be sure you're using dollar cost averaging. When you dollar cost average, it also gives you the opportunity to diversify your portfolio. You can see I'm invested in about 9 names right now because I'm not going all in on one. I'm going 5% here, 10% here, 5%, 5%, right? I'm deciding, right, which assets that I want to hold. And simply put, I hold the assets that are green on the monthly, right? As long as the monthly is green, I want to hold on to these assets if I think it's going to, go up over time. Again, I'm looking to exit these positions anywhere from 1 to 6 months. Okay, sometimes it happens in 2 weeks. Sometimes it happens in 3 weeks. But ultimately, I'm thinking 1 to 6 months out on these names. Because again, when you get the monthly dot on your name that you're watching, okay, when you get the monthly dot, you can expect the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months to be up most of the time. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months right there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 months up. Okay, so no one really knows the top, but my minimum, right, time frame that I'm looking at is 1 to 6 months. So if I enter something, right, if we enter a position on a monthly dot, because we're swing traders, right, what we want to do is we want to remain long on the name, right? We want to, if it goes down 5, 10% the next day, we can't be worried because again, we're going into the trade thinking, right, this thing's going to be up over the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many months it is, right? And when we get the red dot on the monthly, that's when we look to sell, okay? That's when we look to take some off, and some of us look to take profits, again, when we get extended here off of the golden zone, okay? But until that extension happens, until we get lifted off of that golden zone, we're not looking to sell the red dots. You can see this red dot here, not a great time to sell. This red dot right here, not a great time to sell. Yes, it had a pullback, but you just had to average down here. Okay, so Chainlink is now breaking out over the golden zone, which I think is super bullish, and that one looks like it probably wants to go back and touch 30. I don't know where that's going to break, but I'm looking to sell Link on the next red dot here on the daily. Okay, I think that's going to be a good place to take some profits now that we're extended off of the golden zone. That one looks good. Comp is another one we've been watching for a couple of weeks. Again, we've been in the golden zone for 2 or 3 weeks. We've been adding, looking to add. I added right here at $80. And I'm up about 10%, a little over 12% on the position, and that's just now breaking out over the golden zone. So continuing to just monitor it, watching for a red dot, seeing how price reacts. Okay, we got a lot of big events coming up here in the next couple of days. HNT is one that I took a position on. This was, I believe it was yesterday. I bought it at around $5. It's sitting right at like 5.06. I think I bought it at like 5.12, so I'm down like 1% on it or something. But if that thing goes back to 10, that's a 100% move. Stop loss on that trade right there is 4.50. We got Polkadot, another name that's just been going sideways here. Okay, my first buy came a little too early. I got a little jumpy and bought before the green dot. Okay, I could have been adding here at 7. Could have been adding here. I think I did add somewhere around $7. I bought here and then I bought here, and it's just been going sideways. I think my average cost on DOT right now is about $8, guys. So again, still sideways. We got the signal. That was Wednesday at 6.50. It's already up over $1. Here's Okta. Also breaking out here, it's breaking up into the golden zone actually. And this one we called out the monthly this month. And if you guys are not in the Discord, we have an alert section right here, okay, that calls out all of the green dots on the monthly and the daily charts. Some good ones today that I'll get into are Boeing. I obviously took a position on that. I'll get to that here in just a minute. Rumble, that one's going to tremendously probably benefit from TikTok getting banned if that ends up going through. I don't know that it is going to, but no one really knows. I don't care what anybody says. No one really knows what's going to happen with TikTok over the next couple of days. It's set to get banned on the 19th. That's the date. So I don't know if they're going to push that back or what they're going to do, but we'll see what happens, right? And Rumble, which is a social media company, another one I've been watching on that aspect is Snapchat. Snapchat doesn't have the green dot on the monthly yet, but this thing has just been absolutely clobbered to the downside. Okay, this thing was all the way up at like $80 back here in 2021. One of the largest social media platforms in the world. I mean, they have like 300 million daily users or something like that. Okay, and it was up at 80. It's down at 11 right now. So this position for me on Snap is at least 6 to 12 months. Okay, I'm thinking that we're going to get a green dot sometime throughout 2025. And I played options on that. I think I bought the 35 calls for, I believe it was like 2026, January 2026. I'd look to buy them again on the next green dot. Okay, the next daily green. I bought the first round of them right around here. I sold for a profit. I bought back in somewhere around here. This range, though, you can see, we're just range bound right now on Snap. Eventually, this thing's going to break out. And if something happens to TikTok, I got to imagine that's going to be a very, very big catalyst for the company, because there will only be like 4 companies that control all of social media in the United States. I'm talking about Snapchat, Meta, Google, and Elon Musk is TikTok, or I'm sorry, his X, right? Those would be the only social media, like the big ones that we use. And then Rumble, some people use Rumble. I'm not really on it yet. I just haven't really jumped on it, but their stock has been doing really well since we got the monthly green dot right there in November. That came at $6. It's already up 100%. So the daily has now pulled back into the golden zone. You're seeing that green dot show up here today. So if you're going to play this one, I'd put the stop loss right there at 1050, but that looks interesting for a buy today. I called that out over here. If you guys are in the Discord, okay, you get the signals in the alert section here. But if you're down here in Overkill Trades, these are the ones I like hand pick out that I believe are like good setups. Like you got SOUN here today. We'll get to that chart. That's an AI stock. We got NNE. I actually posted my holdings here for you guys. And then HNT, right? I'm calling out all my hand-picked ones over here under Overkill Trades. So you guys can take a look at those. Those are just my favorite setups. I post about 3 to 4 of those a day, just depending on the market and how many signals we're getting. But Boeing was my favorite today, and I ended up taking a position on it. And that was the 290 calls for January of 2026 on Boeing. So interesting names there. What did I miss here on my holdings? Okta, again, that one had the monthly dot. Again, I'm looking to enter names that show up with the green dot on the monthly. Again, this one was up here at $300 back in 2021. If it goes back to 160, I'll be happy. That's a 100% move. Again, entering on the green dots on the monthly. Okay, looking for a nice pullback opportunity. We got one right here on the 6th of January at about $80. I think I'm in on this at about 85. So it's sitting at 87. My target on that would be up here at the top of the golden zone, probably around 96 to 100. And then, like I said, BA's given the signal here today. I mean, this one looks like it wants to run too. That had the green dot back here in December of 2024. And the daily is giving you the signal here today on Boeing at about 170. So the trade level to watch on this is going to be down there at 164. That is your stop loss level on the Boeing. And then Rivian, we got the signal yesterday, so we can move our stop loss up here to about 340. 340 looks like the stop. This is an electric car maker. And again, green dot on the monthly, so we are looking to buy it. And we're looking to add on these green dots here on the daily. You can see if you entered on this one back at 10, it went up to 16. You could have been entering here. Okay, but those really weren't the best just because they weren't inside the golden zone. This macro move looks like it's just getting started. If we can break out into out of the golden zone, this thing will start a big trend to the upside. I mean, this is the beginning of what looks like a macro move to the upside for Rivian. Even though I just heard a very large battery farm or a battery producing mine is on fire in California right now, like one of the biggest in the United States. So I don't know how that's going to affect electric cars and stuff. But there's risk to that. There's always risk to every investment, but that was an interesting headline that I saw across today. But Rivian stock doesn't really seem to be affected. It's not even down. It's sitting right at where it was yesterday. So, and yesterday we got the green dot. So again, I put the stop on this one probably around $13. $13 on the stop. If that level breaks, you can see we bounced there, bounced there, bounced again. So if that goes down and fails and goes past that, obviously the trade would be off. But I'd be long on this name as long as this monthly dot remains green, and I'd be looking to add on these green dots, and you got one yesterday. They're on Rivian. AI, this is kind of my AI play. If these AI stocks do what everyone's saying they're going to do. I like this one above $30. Again, we got the green dot here. That was back in November. So we'll see if AI is for real here. I entered this one yesterday off the dot, and it's got a stop loss right there at $30. So I would like to see this one get up over 33, 34. If we can do that, this thing should run. But I do like where the stochastic's sitting right now. Okay, when the stochastic gets up in this area, this is normally when we want to look to be selling, especially if we're extended off the golden zone like that. That would have been a good place to take profits. We'll see. Okay, I'm watching this one. If this one gets a red dot here in the next couple of days and we break 30, I would most likely liquidate my position. If 30 breaks, I will get out of AI, but I like how this one's setting up here. Again, we're right in the buy box. We want to be buying in the golden zone as long as the monthly dot is green here. And again, the daily is sitting right there. We got the signal yesterday. That was called out in the Discord, and the stop loss on that's 30. We already talked about Snap here. Snap's just chopping around. I want to see what this thing does after the news of TikTok, whatever happens on Sunday. If that ends up getting taken down in the United States, I think Snapchat stock could absolutely fly. And again, I don't know if TikTok's going to get taken down or if Trump's going to come in here and try to save it, or I don't know, guys. I don't know. You don't know. The only people that know are the people who have the power and who control these markets. And I'm thinking if TikTok loses, right, if they end up not selling and they get banned, companies like Meta, like Google, right? Google owns YouTube, Snapchat, okay, X, Elon Musk, okay, his stock's not public, but you got to think about those social media platforms, maybe like Pinterest. I don't think Pinterest would be the best, but right, those 170, 200 million people in the United States that use TikTok every day, they got to go somewhere else. Okay, where are they going to go? And that company will benefit tremendously from that happening. And again, this is all speculation because nothing is happening until Sunday, the 19th, which is in 2 days from filming this video. So Pepe is going to be the next one. There's no data on the monthly chart. And again, something for you guys to note, if there's no data on a monthly chart for you guys, that's just because the stock or the crypto just came out. You can see it's only been around since 2023 of May. So there's not enough data on the chart to feed the stock or the crypto. So you just have to come in here to the daily and look where we are in regards to the golden zone. Pepe gave us the signal yesterday on Wednesday, and that thing is now breaking out over the golden zone. So stop loss on that's going to be 0.00016 on Pepe. That one's up 11% today. If your name's up over 11% and you want an entry, simply just zoom into a smaller time frame. Okay, so I like to use the 15-minute and wait for a pullback into the golden zone on the smaller time frame as well, right? The 15-minute will eventually feed the daily. If the 15-minute, if your name is up 11% on the day, you most likely want to wait till that thing pulls back a little bit on a smaller time frame to get a better entry. But I don't like to buy when we're up 11%. I like to look at names that are down on the day and see where we're at, right? If the dot is still green. So Pepe's still a buy. Okay, I'd just be looking at the smaller time frames here, like on the 15-minute for a pullback into the golden zone for an opportunity. But this thing could fly. I'm a holder as long as the green dot remains. If the red dot comes, we got to make a decision. Okay, another good sell target, like I said, is when the stochastic RSI on the daily comes up here and touches that white dotted line. That's a great place to think about taking some off. You don't have to sell your whole position, but you could sell 25, 50% of it, depending on, again, how you want to manage your portfolio. So we got Jasmy here giving a green dot. That came yesterday, so stop loss on this trade is going to be right there at 3 cents. I still like that name. I think that one still has a lot of juice on it, and the monthly is still holding green. So stop loss on that's 3 cents for Jasmy still. We got BCH, which gave the signal this last week on Wednesday. Okay, that thing came right there at 427. Okay, green dot right there, bang. And now that thing's just now taken off. So once again, green dot came on the monthly in November. We pulled back into the golden zone. We've been going sideways, rip, okay? Sideways action is not a bad thing, guys. Sideways action is actually where the smart money, when we're not really doing anything, when we're not going like this or like this or like this, when things are really volatile, that's not when the smart guys are buying. They're buying when the waters are settled, right? They're just calm, okay? Sideways, okay? You saw that over the last 3 weeks. We've been talking about it. Okay, I dropped a video saying altcoin season started right here on the 23rd. This is when it started. This was after a big despair dip. We got that first signal, and we've just been going sideways ever since. So now you're seeing this breakout over the golden zone on a lot of these names. Okay, you can see the stochastics getting a little high for an entry for me. So I'm going to move this one into the blue list. Okay, if you guys aren't familiar with how I formulate my watch lists, okay, we'll go over the blue list after we go through the green list. But I just want to scan through it and see what we got going on the blue list. But if you guys want to know how to properly organize your watch lists, I recommend coming over to the free trading course over here, watching how to set up effective trade watch lists, a beginner's guide. This is a great video here to understand how I formulate my 3 watch lists. I have a red list, I have a blue list, and I have a green list. The green list are the ones I'm actively looking to buy every week, and I go over this with you guys. So we'll get into the blue list here in just a little bit, but I want to go through the bangers first, or at least the names that we were looking at last week. Okay, this EOS had a signal go off on Wednesday at 77 cents. It's now sitting at $1 again. Sideways action. Okay, we're buying, we're adding. Okay, that one looks good, but now that the stochastic is up here, okay, we're a little too late to the party. So I'm going to put that one back over here on the blue list. And again, if the green dot has already come, we're entering the day of the green dot. If you guys didn't get in on the green dots, okay, that just, you were too late. You should have been adding here, and you should have been buying here. Okay, now these names are already up 6, 7, 8%. You're too late to the party. We want to buy the day of the green dot, as long as the dot is coming in or around the golden zone. Not up here, okay? You're not buying this dot or this dot right here, okay? We're buying the dots down here in the golden zone. That is where we are looking, okay? And Coinbase is still looking good. Again, I wouldn't be looking to buy it now that it's already had its move up. I'd be a holder, and I'd be waiting for that red dot to come there on the chart to sell it. But that was a nice breakout to 300. Obviously, this one's going to benefit tremendously from altcoin season and crypto and Bitcoin's price action. Again, this thing looks like the sky is the limit. I'd be looking to take profits around 340 to 360. That'd be the first level. Just watch for that red dot there on coin. We got Uniswap. Uniswap also. Nice move here off the golden zone. Okay, again, another name that we're too late to the party. We should have been entering here on Wednesday, the 13th. Okay, right inside the golden zone. I don't think it's too late. Like I said, if it's already up, you want to zoom into like a 15-minute chart and see if you can get a pullback on the 15-minute. Okay, down here on the 15-minute chart. If that happens, you can enter. Okay, if you get a big wave down here on the 15-minute. But again, we're focused on the daily and the monthly. If you guys are watching this and you're too late to the party, that's what I would wait for, is a 15-minute pullback into the golden zone. Okay, buy a green dot down here on the golden zone as long as your name is green here on the daily. Okay, so from the monthly to the daily to the 15-minute ultimately is what we're doing here. So, and we rarely need to use the 15-minute because, again, none of us are late to the party if we've been following along with the alerts. Okay, January 16th right there, that was Thursday for Adam. You were in at 640. It's at 680 now. Okay, it hasn't had too big of a move. It's up like 4% today. Once again, come in here to the 15-minute, wait for a pullback and an opportunity. When the blue wave is down here on the 15-minute, giving you a green dot next to the golden zone, that'd be a great place to consider taking an entry, as long as we continue to hold green here on the daily. And all these names on my watch list today, guys, they all have a green dot on the monthly. It'll never be on my green list if the dot is not green on the monthly. That is the first rule. The names that I have on my red list, these are names that I like, but they all, like Uber, right? Uber has a red dot here on the monthly. So I am not looking to buy Uber right now. Another one is UPS. Okay, I'm not looking to buy UPS because, again, dot is red. CLF, again, great company, red dot on the monthly. Okay, so if it's in my red list, I just simply, I'm not paying attention to it, right? I can't track 200 stocks or cryptocurrencies every single week, nor do I want to. So the ones I'm really paying attention to are the ones with the green dot on the monthly chart. You can see CLF, this one does not have a green dot on the monthly chart. Therefore, it's on my red list up here, okay? So we're looking at the green list. The green list needs to have that green monthly dot, okay? Because I know that we are in an uptrend on the monthly time frame. So if something pulls back here on the daily, like Adam did from $10 all the way down to what? 6. That was a 44% drop. As a trader, that means there's been some despair, right? There was people up here buying at $10, okay? You can't sell something unless there's buyers, okay? That's why the smart money normally unloads on you guys up here. A lot of retail are buying up here at 10, and then they get clobbered, and then they quit and go away, and then they come back again when we go on another run. The reason I made this channel is so people don't get clobbered like that, okay? We want to be buying when the price is fair, and the price is fair when, again, the dot is green on the monthly, and we are inside the golden zone. And again, this is just my strategy, guys. There's a million strategies out there. Nothing is 100%, but I would say mine is anywhere from 70 to 80% accurate. And we know we're wrong, and we know we're wrong fast. Like, I know that this Adam trade is off. If this green dot is false and this green dot is false, if we break this level right here that we bounced at 580, okay, that's my stop loss. That's my stop loss. If we break down below that, we'll most likely go down here to 3, but I'm going to sell if we break this level because I know I'm wrong. But I think Adam still looks good. I'm going to keep Adam on there today. And I'm going to go ahead and do a favorites list down here. Let me just drag these down real quick. Yeah. Okay. And then Ondo. A lot of you guys have been talking about this one. This one still looks great. As long as this level right here at 109 doesn't break, this one looks really good. We're right in the golden zone. You guys got the signal there on Wednesday. As long as we hold 109, Ondo looks really good. Okay. XTZ. I'm going to put Ondo up there in my favorites list. What else? Adam, this one doesn't look bad. I can move that one up too. Pepe's up 11% today, so that one's a little hard. Jasmy looks good too. Ethereum got the signal there on Wednesday. It's only the matter of time before Ethereum breaks out. 3,200 is going to be the stop loss there on ETH. And again, we're still green on the monthly, so we're still long on Ethereum. Okay, if we're going to get one of these moves right here, rip. Okay, in this area, we got a long way to go here, folks. A long way to go. Okay, so I'd use a stop on ETH here at 3,200. The bottom of this candle that we got the green dot on, boom, put your stop loss right there. Call it 3,190. Snow's moving. Again, we called this one out here Friday. This was Friday, January 3rd. Beautiful, right? It's looking absolutely freaking beautiful here. 156, you're already up 10, 20% on that position if you guys took this entry here. But it's looking good. I think this one will probably top out around 185. If it breaks that, we could see $200. But I would be holding this name as long as that dot remains green and just ride this puppy up. That one looks really good. I'd be looking for pullbacks on this one. Also on the 15-minute chart for entries. Okay, and again, we probably got another week or two left of this upward action. We'll probably top out anywhere from 190 to 200. But again, we got the green dot right there in November. Boom. This thing looks like it's just getting started, really, okay? And if this thing can extend off of the golden zone and go up there to 240, that'd be a great trade. But again, we're buying the day of the green dot, guys. This is when we're starting to look at the asset, okay? Snow, we want to be buying right in this area, okay? Right down here at 156. Not necessarily up here at 150 or 170, right? Our strategy is to enter on the daily green dots inside of the golden zone as long as the monthly dot is green. But Snow, this has been another really good trade. Here's NU. This is one that's been absolutely clobbered here, but it is on my watch list because it's a brand new stock. Okay, this is a Brazilian bank. If you guys are not familiar with the BRICS, okay, the BRICS Alliance, okay, Brazil is part of that alliance, and this is this is a banking company in their region. I think it's one of the biggest, and I like this one above 1096. Okay, the green dot came down here on the 24th, okay, at $10. Okay, so now it's bouncing here into the golden zone. So the price action, right, we didn't dramatically break below there hasn't been a big move below the golden zone. Okay, as long as we're at or around the golden zone, we can be buyers, right? If you entered on this one right here on the 24th, your stop loss should have been at $10. You were entering at 10.30. That was a 30-cent stop loss you had there. Okay, that was like a 3% stop loss. That was perfect. Okay, and now that we got this bounce right here at 1080, you can simply just move your stop loss up to 1068 off of this bounce right here. We're holding that 9. I like NU. I know that one doesn't have a monthly red dot, and rarely do I make an exception. Okay, but as long as this one holds this level right here at 1060, that one looks really good. Okay, and obviously my favorites as well are the ones I'm holding too, guys. I really think a lot of these have a lot of room to run. But these ones so far out of the watch list, I think I have the best opportunities for next week. And again, this is the watch list for the following week. right? So for next week, starting the 20th through the 25th or the 27th, we drop these every single. I'm gonna start dropping them on Fridays. I know I said Saturdays, but I want to free up my Saturdays just to spend time with my family and my wife. So Fridays are when the watch lists are going to be here from going forward. Still same time, 5 o'clock. I actually got to delete that announcement that we had over here. I'm going to delete this announcement, but Fridays are the day I want to start dropping the watch list, and they'll drop at 4 p.m. Pacific time every single Friday for the watch list. We do the chart request video. If you guys have chart requests throughout the week, just drop them over here inside of the Discord under the chart request thread, and I will answer them. You see, we did the last one on Wednesday there. You guys can go check that link out. I also drop all my latest YouTube videos over here in the latest tab, so you guys can go over there and watch any past videos we've done here in the past. Again, I also have that free trading course over there for you guys to watch. It's completely free. I don't charge for it or anything like that. The only two products I have, guys, are the trading indicator and the membership to the Discord. The membership to the Discord is about $4 a month if you guys pay for the year. We have over 1,000 members now. That's where you get the trade alerts, the weekly watch list, so on and so forth. And then the trading indicator. Anybody messaging you outside of those two things, right, please beware of scammers, because I have had a lot of people reach out to me, and there are people out there trying to impersonate me and pretend to be me. So not just me, but any like real influencer that's like really influencing guys is never going to actually reach out to you and ask you for money or cryptocurrency. Like, they'll never add you as a friend. They're too busy making content, right? I don't have time to sit and add people as friends. I mean, it's nothing personal. I want to be your guys' friends, but just for a safety measure, I just like to say I will never add you as a friend on social media, on Discord, and I will never send you a DM asking for money or cryptocurrency. So please, 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 guys, beware of scammers. Again, my only two products are the membership and the trading indicator, and I will never DM you asking for money for anything else. So I hope that's very clear. I got to start mentioning that a lot, because as the channel grows, you know, so are the scammers and things like that. And I don't like to see you guys getting scammed. So please, please, please beware and spread the word. Here's Solana. Solana's got a red monthly dot. So Solana, it absolutely needs to hold 180. You can even move your stop loss up to like 200 here. But that one looks like it's got some more juice on the bone. I'm thinking that one can go back to 260, 280, break out the all-time highs here. I mean, this move this week, guys, is extremely bullish. You can see we got the signal there on the 15th at 180. I mean, you're already up 20% on the trade. So very, very nice move for Solana there. We got Cardano also blasting off here. Again, I would have liked to enter down here on these 2 days. Boom and boom. Okay, now it's just a little too late. Now you got to be in here on the 15-minute, you know, trying to get a better price, trying to find one of these big pullbacks for an entry. You could have entered right there at 99 cents, sitting at 113 right now. But again, too far off the golden zone for me to want to buy. We want to buy in or around the golden zone. But I'd continue to hold this name until you see a red dot here on the daily. DJT, another one we were getting the signal right here. This is Trump's media company, also another company that could benefit from the TikTok ban. This one, boom. Okay, green dot right there, green dot right there. This was the one we were entering on, right there at the bottom at 33. Boom, 41 cents. I called that thing out in the overkill trades at 34, 35 bucks. Bang, okay. Easy stop loss on this one was right there at $33. Okay, as long as 33 held right here, it was good, and you saw a 20, 30% move right there on DJT. In my opinion, we're a little too late on that one now, so I'm going to put that one back on the blue list. Okay, and we're going to go over the blue list here in a second. I'm going to show you guys how I scan that as well. Here's AVAX. Again, green dot came on Wednesday. We're just holding that name, waiting for the red dot there. SOUN gave the green dot here today. Let's go ahead and move that one up to the favorites list. So this one absolutely has to hold. Let's just call it $12. $12 is the stop loss on SOUN. It's up about 1% today, but you are getting that green dot here today. This is an AI company. Again, we called this one out. This one went sideways for a long time back down here. I was buying this at like $4, and I think I sold it around $6 or something like that. And it obviously went all the way up to 25. I missed the boat on it, but it has pulled back into the golden zone, right? We're not buying up here extended off the golden zone, right? $25. Boom, big premium, 36%. We want to buy the pullback, okay? We don't want to buy up here because this is when the pullback's going to come. We don't want to sit through a despair dip, guys. We don't want to sit through this kind of dip. How do we know this kind of a dip is coming? When we get extremely extended off the mean. Okay, the mean is the dotted line here. The dotted line is our golden zone here on the on the trading indicator. Again, if you guys don't have the trading indicator, you guys can download. Everything comes loaded, preloaded into your screen when you purchase this. Just click on this link over here, and everything loads up. Everything works just like it's supposed to. And if you have any trouble, okay, I have an email right here, overkill@overkillinvesting.club, that you guys can email if you have any issues uploading or anything like that. If you have questions about it, feel free to email me. That is also in the trading indicator tab right there under overkill@overkillinvesting.club. Here's Zcash. Also got this one here on Monday. That was at around $47. It's sitting at 54 now. Again, stochastic's kind of approaching the white dotted line here. We're going to see the price action and how we react, but I would definitely put your stop loss on this one. Move that thing up to around $49 if you're still holding it. Another name, I'd be in here on the 15-minute trying to get a better price. You can see it's sitting right at the golden zone right there on the 15-minute. So that might not be a bad place to add here at 54. As long as the last dot remains green, we're going to remain holders of Zcash here. And here's Algorand, another one here. Beautiful signal there on Wednesday at 33 cents. We were buying this one back here in December, 35. Okay, this one came at 33. This one came around 36. Boom, 47 now. And again, holding as long as the last dot remains green. Watch for that thing to top out around, I would say, $60 to $70. I don't know where it's going to top, guys. I think crypto could absolutely just go bananas here. I mean, look at Algorand's monthly chart. It's just starting. So you could hold that one until you get the monthly red if you want to. But I always recommend taking some profits on the way up because, again, when we get extended like this off the golden zone, that's normally when you see the big dramatic pullbacks, right? Pulled back from 60 all the way down to 27. That was a 50% drop. So this would have been a good time up here to take some off the table, okay? That wave isn't really up there yet, so we have nothing to really worry about until we start to see that red dot on the daily. I think that one looks good, and that's going to remain a hold. Here's UPST. This is Upstart, another banking company here. $60 is the stop loss on that one. That one got the signal there at 58. You're already up a pretty hefty amount, 10, 15% there on Upstart. Okay, I just remain a holder with a stop loss right there at 60. You got QNT. QNT's back up there at the white dotted line as well, but the wave is still down here. This is another ISO token, so if this one can break out over 130, this thing's going to rocket ship, okay? I actually like this one still too, and I like Zcash today as well. Okay, Snow, that one's up a little bit too much for me to want to enter here. Upstart, what's Upstart saying on the 15-minute? It's pulling back a little bit, but not near the golden zone. I'd want to wait for a bigger pullback, maybe around like 62 on that one. We got CMG. This is Chipotle. Chipotle had a pretty big pullback today. Is that still green on the monthly? Okay, so this actually has a red monthly dot. So we actually got to move that one now into the red list. That's a new monthly dot showing up there here in January. We got SwiftCoin. SwiftCoin gave you the green dot right there on the 15th at about $6. Okay, so stop loss on this one, I'm going to put right there at 6 cents. 6 cents on the stop loss. Again, I'd be in here on the 15-minute, waiting for that pullback. It looks like you're getting it. So I'd buy Swift here on the next 15-minute green dot. Okay, I'd look to add that one if you miss these green dots here. On the next 15-minute green dot, this would be a good one to take a look at. Okay, monthly chart, still no data there, but we are just now trying to break out of that golden zone. So 6 cents is a really important level. And again, I'd look to, if I were wanting to go long on this, I'd look for the green dot here on the 15-minute, just like he got there before that run. And if that could come down here at around 6, 7 or so, that would be epic. Okay, just wait for that green dot there on the 15-minute. I like Swift. Bonk up 13% today. Okay, 13% up today. So again, we're not really looking to buy on days like today, but that thing had the green dot right there on Wednesday, and today is Friday. So we are already up a significant amount. And again, I'd be in here on the 15-minute waiting for the pullback for names that are up more than 5%. Okay, Bonk is up 13%. You want to wait for a pullback to happen. But that one looks like it's got some meat on the bone too. Okay, so watch the 15-minute on that. Here's Wolf. This is TerraWolf. I believe they are a Bitcoin mining company. That one's got the red monthly as well. I set a stop loss on this one right here at 5. You could probably move it back up here to like 580 now if you want to. Okay, but that one's I'm not too familiar with what the company actually does, so that's where my confidence kind of lacks. But definitely $5 is the stop. You can move it up if you want to. Okay, you can move it up to, I don't know, call it like 575 if you want to. But if that breaks, I would sell it because again, you got this monthly dot here on the monthly, and you don't want to sit through something like that. So definitely use your stop loss on that one at 570. Okay, if 570 breaks, I would sell this one and either look to re-enter maybe around $4 or just see how it plays out. But again, you got to be cautious when you see the red dots there on the monthly. Okay, and also I believe Solana had a red dot on the monthly as well. So if you guys see the red dot on the monthly, you guys just need to set a really tight stop loss, right? For Solana here, it would be anywhere from $190 to $200. Okay, so you can set it right there in the middle at maybe like 195. Okay, if you have a monthly red dot, you absolutely need to set a stop loss. Okay, based on the daily, and my stop loss here on Solana would be 195. If 195 breaks, it's going to reverse and go down. But with the way the markets are moving right now, with the way crypto's moving, guys, I don't see why we're going to go down anytime soon. So if your name's a little overextended, if you're a little late to the party, again, hopefully you guys have been following along for the last like 3 weeks because we've been calling these dots out right since the beginning or since the end of December, right? We had one here, we had one here, we had another one here. So again, we're picking our entries based on this indicator, okay? As long as the monthly dot, you can't see the monthly dot on Bonk, but you can see it on Wolf, and you can see it on Mara. You see Mara has a red dot here too. So again, what is the level to watch on Mara? We called that out at the beginning of the month. We said if $16 breaks on Mara, okay, that was the low of where we're getting the red dot at. If that breaks, we're going to be in trouble, okay? And we got the green dot right there for an entry and a green dot right there for an entry. So now it's lifting off. Now we can move our stop loss up here to these green candles right there at 17.5 where the buyer stepped in. But Mara looks like it wants to go for a run as well. As long as 17.5 holds, I would remain that in the I would put that in the favorites list as long as that one remains over 17.5. The stop loss has to be 17.5 on that one. Here's Flare, FLR. Oops. FLR is up 10% today. So this one's just moving. Again, good opportunities to buy here and here. You also had an opportunity to buy there and there. Okay, still green on the monthly, green candles, and I think that one's going to go for a ride. FLR is just now breaking up over the golden zone there as well. I think we're a little late to the party, so I'm going to move that one back to the blue list. Okay, if it's already got that extension off of the golden zone, I don't want to be a part of it. Here's CLSK, another one that can benefit from this crypto run. This is a crypto miner. I'd put the stop loss on this one, move it up to 1050 on the stop, and that one's still red as well, but we've been range bound. You can see we've been bouncing. Okay, we're holding that $8 level like a champ. And again, the new stop loss for me is going to be 1050 on CLSK. If you guys are playing that run up, definitely set it right there at 1050 on CLSK. This is just another name we've been watching throughout the bull run. And again, we had 2 entries right here, 2 entry opportunities right there around 9 and right there around 10.20, sitting at $12.20. That's a 20% upswing there, up 9% on the day. Another one, again, I'd be in here on the 15-minute waiting for a dramatic pullback there on the smaller time frame to get in. But 1050 looks very strong for CLSK. Here's Litecoin just taking off here, baby. This one was called out on TikTok, I believe, on Wednesday at around 104. It's up to 140 right now. Beautiful move there on Litecoin, up 10% today. I'm going to put that one on the blue list, though. Again, the blue list is the names that are still green on the monthly, and we'll go over that list quickly after we get through the rest of the these names here. But those are the names that have already had the move off of the golden zone, right? They're already extended. We're no longer looking to buy. We want to buy in this zone. So when we get out of this zone, okay, I want to move those into the blue list. So Litecoin qualifies, and I'd be a holder, and I'd be looking to sell on the next red dot there on the daily. But that one has had a very, very, very nice move. You could even wait for the monthly, just depending on your time frame. But I think we're in for one of these moves, guys. I think one of these moves is coming for crypto in 2025. I think it's going to be, I believe the top is going to be around April to May. That's my prediction. That's when I'm planning to exit a lot of my positions and really, take a step back. There's a saying, sell in May and go away. And I think that's going to hold true this year, but we will see what happens. We will see what happens here. We got a new president coming in, a lot of things happening in the world right now. So again, shutting all out those distractions and looking at the charts. Again, men lie, women lie, but the charts don't. Okay? The charts do not lie. Okay, a green dot does mean up and a red dot does mean down. Okay, there's no arguing with that. So once you learn to read the chart, once you learn to understand the signals and the zones that we're in, okay, Fibonacci tool is a great tool. Okay, I use the auto fib. I obviously designed it to my own liking with the golden zone, but you can see that the auto fib is that tool. You can see the zones here. These are the Fibonacci tools. Again, if you guys haven't yet, go watch this trading course and watch these 2 videos on the golden zone, okay, and the Fibonacci. This guy explains the Fibonacci tool better than anybody on the internet. I've watched tens, maybe hundreds of videos. Not hundreds, but I mean over time, not just on the Fibonacci, but tons of videos I've watched on the Fibonacci, and this guy right here explains it the best. And that's a free trading course for you guys. You guys can watch in that trading course tab over there. Very, very important to understand if you guys are getting into trading. Fibonacci is very, very important, and it is used among very popular and very smart people, right? The smart money, the institutional investors, they're using the fib levels too. So keep that in mind. Okay, SHIB up 9% today. Beautiful. Just now breaking out over the golden zone. That one looks good still. LCX breaking out over the golden zone now as well. Folks, this move is looking for real. Okay, I'd be waiting on a pullback on the 15-minute into the golden zone on these names if you guys want to get an entry. Okay, but boom. Okay, this one looks like it has a lot of room to run. Last dot is still green. I'd be looking to sell that one on the next red dot there. Okay, when the red dot comes, we either need to make a decision, right? You need to make a decision if you want to sell right here, just how you need to make a decision if you want to sell right here. Okay, the decisions are what separates people in these markets. Okay, there's always a buyer and there's always a seller. So nothing is 100%, right? But just remembering that, hey, there's a buyer and a seller right now. What is the majority of people doing? Are they panicking? Are they selling? Okay, typically during that time is when we want to be buying, right? Come over here to the cheat sheet. Okay, despair, people panicking, right? Oh my God, right? Fear, capitulation, reset, enter. Okay, around the mean, boom, exit. Okay, re-enter. Okay, this is a cycle, right? Markets move in cycles, guys. Up and down, sideways. Up, down, sideways. Okay, it always happens. There's always a buyer and there's always a seller. The question you need to ask yourself is, are you buying when everybody else is screaming from the mountaintops saying, oh my gosh, right? This is the greatest thing ever in the whole history of the world. Everybody just buy, 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 buy. Okay, that always comes up here off the golden zone. That time always comes off the golden zone. So keeping that in mind, okay, when people are really excited, that's when we should start to look to pull profits, and that's when we do look to pull profits. When you get this extension off the golden zone, this is where we want to get to selling, okay? When we're blasting off of it, when we're bouncing on it, we want to buy here. We want to buy here, okay? And we're holding and letting the move develop, okay? When this blue wave gets back up here, this is a great time to start thinking about taking some profits, okay? We're still right in the middle here on iron. This would be another name we'd be looking for a 5-minute entry on, okay? Pull back into 1140, we're in. Okay, and then we're just riding that thing out till the blue wave gets back up here in this territory. Okay, not a bad place to take some off the table here if you want to. At 10, you're up 20% right now. But just by looking at the daily and the monthly, you can see that this thing has a lot of meat on the bone. Okay, perfect bounce off the golden zone, just like it did there. Let the trade play out now. Okay, let's get that extension now off of that golden zone. Okay, I think this one will top out probably around 15 to 16, depending on how it moves. That one was up 7% today. We got V-Chain. Let me stand up really quick. Okay, V-Chain is another name that's getting that extension now. Okay, you saw that entry come right there around 4 cents at the bottom of the golden zone. Okay, the bottom of the golden zone is my personal favorite place to buy. Okay, as long as the monthly... Right here, I want to buy. Right here, I want to buy. That was right at 4 cents. Boom. This thing's about ready to rip. Okay. Monthly chart looking good. Okay. That thing's getting ready to fly. So, again, our buy signal came in there on Wednesday. Now we need to be on a smaller time frame, right? Looking for the pullbacks into the golden zone on the 15 rather than on the daily now that we already got the signal. So that one's still a hold. MSTR got the signal right there on Tuesday. That was around 3:30. You're already up 20%. So, once again, stochastics touching the top here, so it wouldn't be a bad place to think about taking some off. But I think this one has a lot more room to go with the crypto bull run that is just right around the corner, folks. We're in it right now. The bull run is happening. Here's Gala, Wednesday, 0.035. Okay, this thing's sitting at 4 cents. You're already up 10, 10% or so. Again, green dot came right there in November. What were we doing? We were waiting for the pullback into the golden zone. We were entering here, we were entering here, and we were entering here. Okay, and now we're waiting for that extension. So I'd be a holder at Gala. That one doesn't look bad. As long as we remain in the golden zone, you guys can be looking for entries. I don't necessarily like to buy the names outside, up above the golden zone. I want to buy them inside the golden zone. Like Algorand, again, I'm not looking to buy Algorand now that we're out of the golden zone. I'm looking to hold Algorand, but I'm not looking to buy it. Okay, unless we have a big dramatic pullback. So that one's actually going back in the blue list as well. Did AVAX get an extension? See, AVAX is still kind of right on it. I believe Cardano's off of it now, so I could take that one out. Solana getting a little bit of an extension, but not much. I'm going to probably keep that one on. But LCX still in it. Iron is now out of it. Okay, so that one's going to go on the blue list. MSTR, that one has an extension off of it, so I'm going to move that one back to the blue list as well. Again, we want to be buying in this area. Okay, the reason I'm taking it off of the watch list is because I should already be positioned. I should already have my position on this asset, right? I should already be there. I was entering at 304 and 330. Okay, now that it's at 390, I don't want to buy up here. We're buying down here, right? When the blue wave is down here. Okay, so let this thing ride. Okay, let the trade play out. Make a decision on the next red dot on MSTR, but I'm no longer looking to buy this. I'm more neutral on it now. Here's Super. Super also gave you a few places to enter here. I'd put a stop loss at 119 on this one, or I'm sorry, 120. You got the signal right there, right around that level. Okay, this one's still a buy. Okay, I still like this one. Again, 15-minute chart. Wait for the pullback and take your placement. Okay, I'm going to put that one up in the favorites list. And again, I'd be on the 15-minute looking for a pullback opportunity in the golden zone, just like you got there and just like you got there. So I like that one more around 125, 130. Not saying it can't absolutely blast off here, okay, but it looks really good. I just buy it and use a stop loss at 120 there. That's like a, what is that, like a 3% risk to the downside. Okay, Super looks good inside of the golden zone there. We got Matic. Matic also looks good. Okay, green dot right there yesterday or 2 days ago. Move that stop loss up to 43 on Matic. We got RNDR. Green dot on that one as well on Wednesday. Stop loss on that one, $7. Okay, looks really good inside the golden zone there. iBit, this is the Bitcoin ETF. That one, I can't see the golden zone on that one, so I'm going to actually go ahead and put this one over in the blue list. I'd rather just buy Bitcoin than a Bitcoin ETF. I think the Bitcoin ETF, though, is for options traders. That's why they invented that, so they could trade it with 10x leverage, which I don't always recommend, especially for new traders. Very, 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 very risky. Just buy Bitcoin. Just buy Bitcoin. Here's CRV. Now it's got that extension off of the golden zone there, so again, not in my buy box. I'm going to go ahead and put that one back on the blue list, but again, that was a great entry right there on the 14th, and this one looks like it wants to fly here, so I like it. I like this one a lot. The monthly chart looks really, really good. Okay, really, really good. But again, we're only entering on the day of the green dots. So all these names, guys, already have green dots on their monthly charts. Now is the time you need to be on like a 15-minute chart waiting for a pullback before you miss the run. Okay, a lot of you should have been entering Tuesday, Wednesday. Again, we're buying on the day of the green dot. Okay, if you get a pullback a little bit after the green dot, then you can always buy more. Okay, or you can re-enter if it pulls back drastically on like a 15-minute. But you're seeing some of these names just go nuts. Link's up 7% today. HNT's up 4%. And I think these moves are just literally getting started in crypto here. So pretty wild times. That DJT, that Trump coin's up 70. It was up as high as 97% today. Just wild, dude. Just absolutely wild. What else do we got? ICP still in the buy box. So I like ICP as well. I'm going to move that one up. That one's still in the buy box. VeChain. I got to watch this one because my brother owns a lot of it, and I got to tell him when to sell. But SHIB looks good. I can move that one up there to the favorites list there. XTZ, I like the name. I think you could stake it for like 3% on, I believe that is Coinbase. You can get a 3% yield, but I wouldn't stake anything right now with the way things are moving. Look at John Deere and company ripping here. Okay, so that one again off of the golden zone now, so I'm putting that one back in the blue list. We got MDB. This one looks really good. I know it's way far down below the golden zone, and I'm going to give you guys kind of an advanced lesson on the auto fib here. Okay, so the auto fib, you guys just type in auto fib. You guys can get just the basic auto fib. My golden zone is edited. It is an edited version of it. I have created my own version of it. But if you add that auto fib, again, just go to indicators, type in auto fib, and it's this guy, the Yang Guzi. It's that one. Okay, and mine's modified. When you guys buy the indicator, you guys get a modified version of it. That's all these indicators are, right? This is 4 or 5 different indicators all put together along with the golden zone. So if you look down here, okay, this red box down here, okay, you see how the golden zone is our favorite. But the red box down here is also a good place to be looking to enter positions on a daily chart. So you have, that would be the auto fib level of, let me take this one. Let me take, no, not that one. I need to take the backgrounds out. So if I took the blue backgrounds out, right, and I took the top red one, I'm sorry, the bottom red one. Oops, I want to keep that one on. Take that one off. Okay, so you can see these two zones right here are the best places to buy. Okay, especially the golden zone in a bull market, or in a bull market. Right now, MDB is not in a bull market. Okay, it is getting absolutely clobbered. Let me turn these back on here. Okay, so it's gotten absolutely clobbered, right down from 500 all the way down to 234. So it had this big reset. I know it's way below the golden zone, and it's going to be red on the monthly, but this is another one that we just can't look at because it's red on the monthly. So I'm going to go ahead and put that one on the red list. That looks really scary. So I wouldn't touch MDB just for that main rule. But if you're looking at the smaller time frames, like a 15-minute chart, okay, like an Ethereum 15-minute chart, if you can get an Ethereum 15-minute pullback down to this level, the red level down there on the auto fib, that is a great place to look to enter on the smaller time frames. Okay, if you go back here to the golden zone, which is the piece that you get when you purchase the trading indicator, you guys can turn all these back on. Just turn all these levels back on. I personally just like to use the golden zone for the daily chart, okay, because that's the best place to buy on the daily, as long as we have a green dot on the monthly, in my opinion. But if you guys want to test that out, just come back here, click this settings tab, and turn all of these on. Okay, if you guys want more of those fib levels, and you guys will understand the Fibonacci a lot more when you come over here and watch the trading course and watch this guy's video on the Fibonacci. Okay, and then also you can watch the golden zone and why I choose the golden zone to incorporate in my trading strategy, just because it is known as the just the place to want to be buying right after a big run up. Because typically when we're in the golden zone after a big run up, okay, like this, okay, big run up, big push up, okay, that pullback indicates from here to here is normally anywhere from 30 to 40%, sometimes even more. This was 44% on SHIB. That was a 44% retracement. So after a 44% dip, me as a trader, I want to be buying. Okay, anywhere from 30 to 60%, I want to be looking to buy. Okay, off a recent high. So the recent high was all the way up here. If I use my measuring tool over here called the long position, I can click that on and I can see, okay, we dropped 45%. 45%, that's like getting your portfolio cut in half if you're buying up here, right? That's despair. I know despair is happening after that, okay? After we come back into the golden zone. So that's why I like to buy inside the golden zone of the fib. Again, you guys can play with the Fibonacci retracement tool. There's a ton of different tools out there you can use. Personally, I just like to use the golden zone along with the red and green dots, especially on the monthly chart and the daily. It's just the strategy that I found has worked the best over the last 8 years, and it has been very, very, very profitable for me. So I'm just here to share, guys. And again, you guys can use these same tools. If you guys get the trading indicator, there's tons of trading tools out there. I mean, there's hundreds of them, thousands of them. Okay, you just got to find what works best for you. What else we got? RNDR, this one looks good too. I'm going to move that one up into the favorites list because that one is still in the golden zone. If your name is still in the golden zone, folks, you're doing pretty good. Here's SEI. I believe that one had a monthly red candle there, but it is trying to bounce here. So I do like SEI as long as we hold 36 cents. 36 cents has to hold on SEI though. Okay, that level needs to hold. And you could see a big breakout potentially come here on SEI. We put in a nice double bottom. If you guys don't know what a double bottom is, it's just when the price comes down, right? We bounced right here in November. We jumped. We came back. We bounced at the same level, and we're starting to bounce now. So, again, that signal came on Wednesday. So make sure that the level 36 cents holds on SEI. I'll put that one in the favorites list too. We got Filecoin. still in the golden zone. Okay, another name you could be looking at the 15-minute for a pullback on. But again, as long as it's still in the golden zone, guys, you guys are golden. See what I did there? Okay, but if it's off of the golden zone, I don't know. I think the opportunity is better if it's inside the golden zone. AVAX and Solana are literally like sitting right on the top of it. So if it's deeper inside the golden zone, the better, just because that means we've had a bigger pullback. But Solana and AVAX both look really good here too. UPST, that one's kind of bouncing off it. So I'm going to keep that one down there just to keep an eye on it. We got AERO. Finance, this one had a massive bounce there off the bottom. You can see, boom, 84 cents got sucked right back up. Stop loss on this is going to be 120, but I really like that one. Okay, that one looks really good too. I'm going to move that one up. We got Grab Holdings trying to bounce here as well. That one needs to hold 433. That's kind of a penny stock there called Grab Holdings, and it looks interesting. I'm going to move that one up too. But that's more of a penny stock. I don't invest in a lot of penny stocks, but someone brought that to my attention. Here's SQ. I'm going to put this one in the blue list. It's off the golden zone. Here's Datadog. Datadog has a red, so we can look to enter on the next green dot on this one. So wait for the green dot on Datadog. We got A-Firm trying to bounce here off the golden zone. It has a green dot, so you need to use 54 as a stop loss, but that doesn't look very strong. Okay, that had a massive, massive run up here from the bottom at 22 all the way up to 70, 72 or so. Okay, but 54 cents needs to hold on that one. That one looks okay. Not my favorite. It didn't really bounce very hard there. So if a red dot comes on that next week, I would sell it. If it breaks 54, call it $55, I would sell it. CRO, this one's still in the golden zone as well. I still like CRO. I think it's a solid project. I put a stop loss at 13 on that one. And again, watch the 15-minute for a pullback. Now that we already got the signal, the monthly is still green and holding. And the daily chart, again, 13 cents is going to be the level you want to watch. That is the bottom of the candle. We got the green dot on right there. Great level for a stop loss. But watch for this one to make a move. I like CRO. I like the fundamentals of that name as well. We got Disney. Disney just needs a green dot. Okay, Disney just needs a green dot. I think they're a massive player in the streaming. I don't think they get enough credit for their streaming. I mean, I think there are tons of people that have Disney, and they just partnered with Fubo. They own Hulu, so they're right up there with Netflix. And Netflix is like a massive, massive stock. So I'd be looking to buy Disney on the green dot. That signal will be called out over in the alert section. We can take a look when it comes, and we will see what happens when that comes. But until we get confirmation of the dot, we can't really place our entries, right? We're not buying unless we get that green dot. We want to buy the day of the green dot, just like on Honest right here at $6. Boom. Okay, that was our entry on the Honest company. This is, I believe they do baby products, I'm pretty sure. Someone brought this one into the attention of us in chart requests as well. And I really like the chart. It had a really big run up. Okay, and then it sold off into the golden zone. Now we're just sitting on it. Okay, $6 looks like solid support still for HNST. Dexcom, we got the monthly on this one here showing up in January. Another name that just sells off big and then eventually pumps. Sell off big, eventually pump. Okay, so this is more of a long-term play here on Dexcom. Okay, the dots come in this month here. So another name would be in here on the daily. And this one isn't in the golden zone yet. So you got to use... I'd be using 77 as a stop loss on this. Another name I'd probably be in here on the 15-minute, waiting for those pullbacks. If you already have the green dot on the daily, you guys need to wait for the pullbacks on the 15-minute chart into the golden zone or into that red zone that I talked about on that auto fib indicator, okay, down here on the 15-minute. This is the great place to buy on the 15-minute down here. Okay, best place on the 15-minute to buy is here and also in the golden zone if you're using the smaller time frame. This is like an intraday chart, okay? We're only using that if we already have a green dot on the daily. You guys should have been entering Dexcom right here on the 15th at $79, okay? It's sitting at 85 right now. So again, a little late to the party, but that one's just now breaking out. I think this one's a great long opportunity, especially because we got that green dot there on the monthly on Dexcom. Okay, I like that one for like a 6 to 12 month move. Okay, I think that one could go all the way back up there to like 140. Honest, we just did. Stop loss on that's going to be 6. We got This is Unity Software. That one's still green on the monthly, and it's sitting right on the top of that red zone down there. So I got the stop loss on this one right there at $20. $20 on the stop loss for this trade. Let me go ahead and take out the auto fib indicator again. You guys can add that to your guys' charts if you want to see the other zones, but the important zones to me are the golden zone. So I want to see how close or if we are inside of that golden zone, right? I want to see where the blue wave is. Okay, I'd be waiting for a green dot here on you, but definitely if you're holding that one, $20 is the stop. Here's FedEx. FedEx is still just chilling in the golden zone there. Okay, just chilling. So I still like FedEx. I think it's a great company. You can see how it wicked right down to the bottom of the golden zone right there. I'd put the current stop loss at 270 with that green dot. This thing's just really, really choppy right now. And it's got a red dot there on the monthly. So you can see red, green, red, green. I mean, it's just all over the place. So it's hard to say what these companies are going to do. I gotta imagine they're making tons of money, but you got to also think Amazon's starting to create their own delivery system. They got the trucks and everything, the drivers now. So, you know, FedEx and UPS are going to get deeply hurt, right, if that happens, because that's where everyone orders their packages, right? You can't say that that's not going to affect their companies. So that's where UPS and FedEx are kind of like, to me, but I like this one over 270. If it breaks 270, I'd sell it. Here's Anchor. Anchor got a bounce there off the golden zone, but what are we missing? We're missing the daily green dot on this one. So I would not enter until you get that daily green dot on Anchor. It's on the watch list here, and that's what we're looking for. Here's GM. GM's just chopping around too. Okay, doesn't know what it wants to do. Okay, stop loss on this one's going to be right there at 449. Okay, it needs to break out here. It needs to have a move. Okay, but 49, call it $49 is the stop loss on GM. It looks like they got earnings there on the 28th. And last but not least, we got HIMS. HIMS is also just chopping around here as well. So Stochastic's getting pretty far up there. I'm not a huge fan of this, but we'll keep an eye on it. Again, you had an entry opportunity right there at 25 and another one right here at around 25 as well. So you're up about 10% from that trade. Stochastic's getting pretty high. We're just really going to want to make sure this one holds 24. If 24 can hold, HIMS looks really good. Let's go through the blue list real quick. Okay, and you guys, again, can learn how I formulate my watch lists, get a better in-depth view by coming over here and watching this video, how to set up effective trade watch list, a beginner's guide. That's in the trading course, but pretty much broken down, right? The red list, these names all have red dots on their monthly charts, right? AMT is sorry, this is a daily. Monthly chart is red. Uber is red, right? Baba is red. Rocket Mortgage is red. AMT is red, right? They're all, I like all the companies and all the names, but I'm not looking to buy anything if the dot is red. Does that make sense? I do not want to buy anything if the dot is red on the monthly chart. So if it's in my red list, that's why it's in my red list. It has a red dot on the monthly. The first thing we're looking for, again, in the trading rules, is that green dot on the monthly chart. Okay, we need that green dot on the monthly chart in order to want to buy and take our positions on these assets. Okay, so the blue list, on the other hand, these are names that all have green dots on their monthly charts. Okay, like the green list, all of them have green dots on the monthly. But if you look at their daily charts, they're sitting too far off of the golden zone. So what I'm waiting for is a pullback into the golden zone on these names. Let's see if we got that this week. Here's ONDS. This one got one this week, so we can put that one back on the green list. We just need that green dot on the daily chart there to take a position. You got QSI also pulled back in the golden zone, so I can move that one to the green list. Again, everyone's buying these quantum computing names up here, and we had this 50-60% pullback. Now we could start paying attention. So we just need to wait for the green dots. This one came right here at $1. It went all the way up to $5. That was a beautiful signal there. So again, a couple of these names look like they pulled back this week. See Robinhood right now? Robinhood, the stock of Robinhood, this thing is just going bananas, dude. Okay, that one's sitting at a 30% premium right now. So I want to sell up in that area, right? I'm taking profits right now on Robinhood, and this one just ripped, dude. That green dot came right there on at what was that, $20, 150% move. That's in profit-taking territory, though. You get that extension off the golden zone, that's where we're looking to take profits. Okay, here's Riot, also just too far off. I'd rather buy Mara or CLSK. Okay, we looked at both of those today. PayPal, again, too far of an extension. SoFi, too far of an extension. I'm taking profits on SoFi up here. Okay, PLNT, taking profits on PLNT up here. CCL, Carnival Cruise Lines, taking profits up here. Okay, ET taking profits up here. Okay, and you can also see that the wave is way up here too. This blue wave, we want to buy when the blue wave's down here and sell when the blue wave's up here. Okay, the blue wave's normally up here when we're that far off the golden zone. Okay, ET, this was a great trade right here. That bounce off the golden zone, bang, Beautiful, beautiful trade there on ET. But again, too far up for us and our liking, right? That's not our strategy. We don't buy that far off the golden zone. We want to buy in or around the golden zone. So my blue list, here's ARM, ARM. That one can go over in the green list. But the blue list, see how far the wave is up? I'm going to put that one back in the blue list. So you got to pay attention to the wave and where we're at in the golden zone. This one's just chopping around here. Not a lot of movement. So you got to pay attention, right? The blue list, I want to exclude all these names that are off of the golden zone. Because again, I only like to buy in or around the golden zone. And if you guys go watch the Fibonacci video, you'll know why. Okay, JetBlue. Again, we had a really nice trade on this one back here on the night on 29th. We called this out at like $6. It went all the way to 8. That was a beautiful, beautiful move there on JetBlue. Okay, big move there. Here's GoDaddy. GoDaddy too far off the golden zone. AXON too far off the golden zone. CrowdStrike too far off the golden zone. RBLX, monster move, dude. Monster move, but that's in profit taking territory. Again, I'm taking profits when we're this far off of that golden zone. Okay, that's where we need to look to exit. Okay, PLTR gave you the green dot, but, okay, a little too far for me. If you're going to play that green dot, you need to put a stop loss at 66. Zillow, nice bounce there off the golden zone. Okay, nice bounce around 70. You got the dot right there. That thing looks like it wants to keep going up. Nice move there. CRM has came back down and touched that golden zone as well. Boom, green dot right there. You want to use a stop loss on this one if you're playing that at 313. But again, just was too far off of the golden zone for my liking. ALB, this is a lithium mining company. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. Toyota Motors selling off pretty hard here. Okay, once again, we got the green dot here on the monthly. Okay, and then, oh, actually, it faded. It faded away. So we sold back off. So this one's going to set up. I'm going to put this one back in the green list. That's going to go in the favorites list because we're going to be looking for an entry off the green dot there. We called the monthly one out. That was, it was there this month, but it looks like it's sold off very, very hard. Okay, so now what we're waiting for, right, is the daily to give us a green dot to enter. So Toyota Motors looks really good this week. I like the pullback here. Stochastic's back on the floor. The stochastic RSI is that light blue line. We just need that green dot this week on Toyota Motors. But again, it did get rejected at the golden zone, so we're just going to need to make sure that 173 holds. But I really like Toyota Motors here. We got Net. Here, give me 1 second. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetheart. I'm finishing up my podcast, babe. Love you. Okay, here's Net also. Just too far off the golden zone here. So we're taking that one, right? We're not looking to buy it way up here. We want to buy in this range right here. Boom, buying. Okay, not buying extended. We want to wait for that extension down, and then we take action. Here's AT&T. Pulling back, not in the golden zone. RKLB. Okay, just need a little bit more of a pullback on that. Again, Cisco sitting way too far of a premium. Visa tried to knock down to it. Again, still in territory where I'd want to be taking profits. If we're this far off of the golden zone, okay, that's normally when a dip comes. We're too far off of that golden zone. BMY, too far off. Twilio, way too far off. HBAR, too far off, right? I'm looking to sell HBAR on the next red dot there. Zoom, though, on the other hand, we can add this one to the green list, okay? We're back down around the golden zone. We got a green dot here. Doesn't look like it wanted to break the 9 there, so just watch to see what happens here on Monday. I'm going to put a stop loss on this one at 76. If 76 breaks, we'll probably come down to 69 or so. But that one could set up for an opportunity next week off a green dot. Chewy 2 extended. We got DraftKings here. Okay, stop loss on that still around 38. We're still green on the daily. The stochastic's trying to top out here. Monthly chart is red, so this one's just kind of like in no man's land. It'd be interesting to see how their earnings are. Looks like they haven't been beating on their earnings. They're using a lot of advertising dollars. $38 is going to be the stop on that. Here's Bitcoin. Again, Bitcoin's a little too extended for me. Not saying it can't go up to 150, 160, but again, I'm not looking to buy up here. Okay, I would have probably tried to buy that dip right down there to 89 if I wanted to hold Bitcoin, but I think the gains are going to be in altcoins over the next coming weeks to months. Here's Near breaking back into the golden zone. I like this one. Stop loss is going to be right there at 5 on Near. That one looks good. We got Daku. Daku's still a little far off for me. MRVL, this is a stock. This is a little too far off for me as well. We got Shopify pulling back here. Okay, it's got the green dot, so it's trying to bounce there off 100, but again, too far off the golden zone for me. We got XRP just blasting off, guys. We called this signal out here on Saturday at 230. It's already up a buck from that level. $2 was a very strong support on this. Boom. This was the signal right here to enter on Saturday. That was called out over here inside the alert section. Boom. I mean, it was somewhere back here on Saturday. I'm not going to try to find... Oh, right here. Okay, the 10th. Bang. Bang, dude. Bang. Okay, we were alerted. Everybody was told. And look at that. Rip. XRP is leading altcoin season this year, and it's a beautiful thing. Broadcom, again, too far up for me. You can see Ave came back down here and tapped it and bounced. Beautiful. That one's still a hold. Amazon, too far off of it. SUI, too far off of it. Starbucks breaking out there, but too far off of it. Elf Cosmetics. This one needs to hold on to 122. Apple coming down into the golden zone, so we could actually move that one to the green list and keep an eye on it. That one was called out with a red dot here on the monthly chart, so that is something to be cautious of. So how we can play this, that red dot there on the monthly, is we can wait to see where it bounces, right? Wait for the green dot. That could be at 220. That could be at 200. That could be at 210. I don't know where it's going to be, but I'm actually not going to take that one. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to put that one on the watch list just because, again, we got to be disciplined. If it has a red dot on the monthly, right, we don't want to mess around with it. Okay, you definitely need to use a stop loss on it, though, at 220. 220 absolutely needs to hold. And if we can come down here and bounce, okay, we got to put it back on the green list because, again, if it's going to bounce on the golden zone, we want to be able to take action and be a part of it. Again, green dot will give us the level. Let's not put the levels on there until we get the green dot. Once we get the green dot, we can determine the stop loss and whether or not we want to take a trade. But this one could set up nicely, okay? Apple's gone down for like 8 days in a row. If this candle closes red, we need to make a decision, but this candle doesn't close till February, okay? But every stock pulls back. So Apple, I don't know. I don't know if they could be losing market share or what's going on, but if we get a dip like this into the golden zone, you can see that has been a massive opportunity throughout time to buy in that zone. So Apple looks very, very interesting. We're just watching for that green dot. I'm going to keep an eye on that one this week. We'll see where the green dot ends up coming. Here's XLM. Okay, again, too far off of the zone for me. This green dot came right there at 42. This one came right here on Saturday with XRP at 41. You're already up 20-25%. So I'd be a holder of that name. Watch where the red dot comes. We can make a decision at that point. Here's Google. Google also has a green dot here, but too far off of the golden zone. NVIDIA, too far off the golden zone. Oxy, I'm watching this one like a hawk too. You can see the monthly's about to flip. Monthly's about to flip on it. So we'll see what happens. This is a drilling company, and Trump's already pretty much said he's going to be pro-American drilling company. So I'm going to put that one on the watch list. What I'm watching for is that green monthly. You can see the candle is flipped after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. Okay, and you're getting a green candle here. No dot yet, but you're getting the green candle. So we're going to keep an eye on that one this week. I'm waiting for the daily to pull back here. I want to see the daily pull back big time on this. Let's keep it on the blue list until that daily blue wave pulls back here. That one will stay on the blue list. We got Netflix, too far off. Tesla, too far off. Plug, no thanks. Meta, too far off. GME has pulled back down to the bottom of the zone. Okay, we can move this one to the green list. Okay, we need a green dot on that one. We are in the golden zone, so we just need to wait for that green dot in the golden zone. If that one comes above 25, I think that's going to set up nice. Here's Fubu. Okay, had the big move up, right? Partnership with Disney, literally 2 days after the green dot came at 133, pumped all the way up to 6. Boom, dude. That thing called it out like a champ. Just ripped it. Okay, and now we're pulling back. So, again, waiting for that blue wave to get further down here. Not really interested in that one. We got Doge up 10-11% today, but again, we're sitting too far off it. We wanted to be buying down here. Boom. In the golden zone, right? Entering during this time. Buying right here, maybe at 32. Things ripping now. So another name I'd be in here on the 15-minute, waiting for a pullback on the 15-minute to take action if you're too late to the party. But the move's already started, guys. We've been saying the altcoin season started since 3 weeks ago. We've been buying throughout this whole entire time. Okay, we've been accumulating. And now everyone's going to start getting really excited and rushing into the markets, which is always what causes this kind of a move. Okay, enthusiasm, excitement. Oh my God, Dogecoin's up 50% today. I'm going to buy it. Okay, we're not those people. Okay, we were positioned before the move. We're positioning before the move, before it happens. Okay, we want to get out up here in this area and then wait for one of these to happen, right? And we can tell when that happens just based on looking at the chart. Okay, boom. Big move, dramatic move down. All the retail panic. Okay, stop. Go sideways. Boom. Restart the move. So I think we're coming out of a bear trap here, folks. I think we're in bear trap territory. I'm talking about referring to altcoins here, but I think there's going to be a massive move here at the beginning of 2025. We got Hut, another Bitcoin miner, too far off the golden zone, so it's on the blue list. Here's BCH. This one still qualifies, still in it. Again, another name I'd be in here on the 15-minute waiting for a pullback on. But once again, we were entering here. We're already up 20, 30% on these moves, guys. EOS, we already covered. That one's still in the golden zone, too, so that one's going to go back on the green list. To get it. Another name I look for a 15-minute pullback on. Okay, as long as we are in the golden zone, we want to be buying in this zone. We don't want to buy off of the zone. We want to buy in it as long as the monthly dot is green. Here's Coinbase. Coinbase is too far off the golden zone now, but that move looks like it's just getting started. I would be holding my position, waiting for a red dot to sell. Uniswap bouncing off of it. DJT is still inside the golden zone, so that's still going to qualify. Just another name. We want to wait for a 15-minute pullback, maybe down to 38 would be a good spot, 37. But you can see that wave is way down there on the 15-minute, and Trump's getting inaugurated here in 3 days, guys. So that's pretty exciting. We got a bullish president coming in on crypto. I don't care how you feel about him. If you're a crypto investor or an investor in general, if he's going to cut rates, cut taxes, and patch legislation that is pro-crypto, that's good for the markets. We should be celebrating that, right? And his stock obviously will benefit too. This is his media company. DJT. And again, we were calling this one out right here in January. So as long as it's still in the golden zone, we want to be a part of it. We don't want to buy Litecoin here way off the golden zone. We got Uniswap, again, bouncing off it. FLR, bouncing off of it. Algorand, again, too far off of it. ADA, too far off of it. IREN, too far off of it. MSTR, now extended off of it. IBIT, I can't really see IBIT. I'm actually going to take IBIT off of our list. Just because I'd rather just buy Bitcoin than buy IBIT, right? IBIT is the ETF of Bitcoin. So personally, as an investor, I'm just gonna buy Bitcoin. It's the way they do it, so you could trade options and stuff on it, which I'm not a big options guy. I do trade options and stocks, but I don't try to teach it. I don't try to it's just a very risky way to. You need to be on a different level of understanding. For beginners, I do not recommend options at all. If you haven't been trading for at least 5-6 years, I wouldn't even touch an option. But that is just my opinion. That's why I don't like to promote them that much. But that is the reason an ETF has come out on Bitcoin, is so they can buy it with 10x leverage. Okay, that's also what is causing the price of Bitcoin to just absolutely rocket. So that's the watch list for this week. I always share these with you guys over there in the Discord, so I'll do that right now. So I always start with the red list. Again, the red list is the list where these names all have red dots on their monthly charts. Therefore, we are not looking to buy these names, right? Because they are red on the monthly chart, and our first rule is to wait for the green dot on the monthly. If the chart is red on the monthly, okay, on the monthly, I don't care how much you like the company, okay, the stock is trending down. Okay, we are in a downtrend. We don't want to buy during this time. Okay, we want to buy when we flip green. That's when we want to take our entry. Okay, we don't want to buy during this time or this time. We want to buy during this time. How do we know we're in this time? We simply look at the dot. If it's green, we're looking to buy. If it's red, we're looking to sell. So that is the red list for the 17th. Okay, so those names we're not really interested in. Blue list, though, these are all green, but they're just very, very extended off of the daily, right? The daily charts are way out of the golden zone. You can see SoFi way off of the golden zone. PayPal way off of the golden zone. Riot way off of the golden zone. Or Riot's actually in the golden zone, so I'm going to actually put that back on the green list. But PLT way off the golden zone. ET way off the golden zone. Okay, BX kind of close to it, but again, we missed our entry right there on Wednesday. But ET, again, we don't want to buy when names are right that far off of the golden zone, right? 11, 12%. We want to buy in or around it. We're trying to buy as close to the mean, the average as possible. And our average is the golden zone. So keep that in mind when you're if you're using this strategy. The blue list is always going to be the names that are just too far off of the golden zone. These names are the ones we're waiting for a pullback into the golden zone on. Okay, once we get the pullback into the golden zone and the dot is green on the monthly, we then move everything into our into our green list, and these are the names we're actively looking to take positions on. Right, the green list is the most important, but I'll share the blue list and the red list with you guys as I always do every single week, so you guys can actually open these up and you guys can go over the charts yourself throughout the weekend or whatever you're doing. If you guys get bored, you guys can actually click on these links and it will actually open up the charts. So you can see what names are in each list, right? You can pull up Fannie Mac here and you can look at the chart. Okay, boom. And then if you like it, what you can do is you can click this flag right here and you can add it to your list. So I'll actually add this one in. So yours probably doesn't have a flag on it, but if you like it, you can add it to one of your lists. And again, I use the red, the green, and the blue. Okay, the red, the green, and the blue. If you guys want your list to show up in this area up here like mine do, all you got to do is come over here and click open list, and then just star your red list, your blue list, and your green list. If you put a star on it, that is what will make it pop up right here so you can easily toggle through. Okay, so there was the blue list. I'll share the green list with you guys now. This is obviously the most important one, and this is the one that we went over today as you guys are watching this video. These are all the names that I am currently holding positions on, and I am looking to take entries on for next week. Okay, we drop a weekly watch list. You guys can always view that every single Friday now. We're moving it from Saturday to Fridays because, again, I want my weekends. I want to be able to go hang out with my family and my wife and things like that on weekends. So those are always dropped here on Fridays moving forward. I'll be sure to make an announcement that we are dropping videos from now on Friday instead of Saturday. And we also drop the video. So you guys can watch the video from last week right here. This was the watch list. We had DJT, Coin, XRP all in the watch list last Saturday before this big move happened. So if you guys want, follow along, boom, that's in the watch list tab right there. You won't be able to see the watch list or the alerts if you guys are not a member. If you guys want to become a member, feel free to join. It's as little as $4 a month. All you got to do is click this link to subscribe, but that's what's going to get you the trade alerts, the watch lists. We do advanced analysis, right? You get access to chat and all of the members over here in the Discord. This is just a great place to be, guys. We have conversation going on all day long, people that can help you out. And obviously be there to support you. We got that 24/7 trade support over there. If you guys have any questions about anything or something's looking funny, it's just good to have a group of people that you can trust and that you can rely on to help you out. So that's also part of the membership. Again, you guys can sign up by going to the Become a Member tab. Again, we have over 1,000 like-minded investors in there. You got member chat. We also do giveaways. We have a giveaway going on right now. That is going to be tomorrow. If you guys are still watching this, you guys can enter for this. But we're giving away 100 XRP tomorrow. And it looks like we got 236 people entered for that. And I'm going to make an announcement about that today. Let me write that down. XRP giveaway. Okay, and that's going to be tomorrow. So all you guys need to do to enter is just hit this emoji right here, and whoever wins, I will send 100 XRP to. Again, I want to just thank everybody for all the support. You guys watching, everybody becoming a member. I want to welcome all the new members over here inside the Discord for last week. Okay, welcome everybody. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And again, as the channel continues to grow, I promise I will continue to give back as much as possible. Okay, I will continue to do giveaways. We will continue to do things. But I want to see you guys succeed. Okay, I want us all to succeed together. This channel isn't about me. It's not about you. It's about all of us as a unit, helping each other out and being here as a community. So with that being said, last thing, guys, read the server rules if you guys are new. Again, please, please, please. I will never add you as a friend or send you a DM asking for money or cryptocurrency. I just want to be very, very aware. But if you guys come over here and read the rules, also the disclaimer down here as well. I am not a financial advisor or a licensed security broker. Please go through and read that if you guys are new to the channel. I got all the links to everything you guys need right over here in the Discord, starting with that free trading course and the trading indicator that we talked about here today that we used in today's video. If you guys got any questions, feel free to email me at overkillinvesting.club, or drop a comment or shoot me a message. If you guys shoot me a message, I will happily respond, but I will never shoot you a message first asking for anything. If you guys have questions, feel free to drop a comment on the video. I always respond to comments every single morning. I respond to every comment. So if you have questions, drop a comment or email me. I'd be happy to help and support in any way I can. And with that being said, you guys have a blessed weekend. I love you all. God bless. And we'll see you guys on Wednesday for the chart request video. If you guys got chart requests, just drop them over here in the chart request thread, and we will go over those on Wednesday. Once again, God bless you, and I'll see you Wednesday.